Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cycle Lane. I'm Houseplant. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a 1-year review and bike talk about bicycle wireless brake lights. And this one here is from Night Provision. It is a wireless type of bicycle brake light, which it took me a little while to actually find a brake light for a bicycle, tailor-made for bicycles. It's actually made to go on the seat post of the deal, but it actually has a curvature to it, in which I'll show you here in a minute. But what I like best about this one here is that it actually is, there's different kinds of brake lights you can find out there. I actually have an example of a different kind from over here, one which you squeeze the lever of the brake and then a LED brake light will come on, and it operates based on that. But this one here I found to be a bit better because it's got two different LEDs in there instead of just one, and they're both brighter and whatnot on that part there. And it is basically motion activated. Well, not really motion activated, but it's more like stop force activated. And the best thing about this one here, it is actually as bright as any vehicle out there. So, and it's got 4 different settings. And technically it's got 5. And I'll go ahead and turn it on for you so you can see. Actually, I'll go ahead and turn off the light real quick so you can see. I don't use it during the daytime because there's no point in using it during the daytime. But all I gotta do is turn the button on, and it's got continuous low beam, and or continuous low running red light if you want to call it that, but continuous low beam, and it's both red. And then it's got low deals with that, and then it's got the high stuff, and also has that. I have mine on low just because I like it to be more noticeable. And whenever you're stopping, I'm gonna see if I can get that on camera too. Boom, there you go. That's how that works exactly. And if you want to compare that to its own brightness, I'll do that too. And as you can see, being as bright as it has any vehicle at nighttime, it's even brighter than its highest setting. So for that part there, I do really like it. I love it a lot. And that's the purpose and reason why I bought it for my bike. Now I prefer this thing on the lower continuous setting because that makes it a heck of a lot more noticeable, not as not noticeable in bright settings. Sorry, I'm talking while I'm standing, but I keep it like that because it's more noticeable when it's at this setting, the low setting, instead of the high setting. And what you can tell, it's even brighter than in the highest setting, but I like it like this because it just makes it more noticeable. Because most vehicles out there, as you know, their taillights are on, and then whenever they stop, then their brake lights are brighter than everything else on their cars. So that's why I prefer it on. This way, so it's the most or maximum noticeability. So if you're stopping, then people will notice, hey, he's stopping, the brake light is coming on. You don't have to press the handlebar brake lever. You don't have to press anything else. It's for the brake to come on. It'll just sense that you're stopping, and it'll do that. I have absolutely no control to do that part right there. It does it on its own as long as I brake the bike just like that. So that's how that works. So for those of you who are wanting to put a bicycle brake light or wireless bicycle brake light for your bicycle, whether it's a bicycle, tricycle, or quadricycle, I highly recommend that. And shoot, if you want to, for those who have tricycles that have 2 wheels in the front, rear, or quadricycle, then I would even consider getting 2 of those for the back of your bike. But for me, I just needed 1, so that's all I needed. But after my 1-year review of this, it works out pretty well. It's been in rain, been in sleet, been in snow, been in a cold rain, and it's been in heavy winds. I charge it up once a week, and it lasts up to like a bloody month. But I just have to keep it charged I usually pick a day to charge it up, so that way it can stay charging all week long. It depends on how much you use it and whatnot, but it's lasted pretty good for me. Honestly, I probably only need to charge it like once a month, but I just like to make sure that when I'm going to my job and back, so I usually cycle to work and back, then it's fully charged and I could just use it right off the bat. So, but yeah, that's gonna be that part right there. And next, I'm gonna give you a closer look at this. And this is a closer look. I actually got that from two different people, so I'll probably just end up using it myself. And there's a woman who is a very, very good dear friend of mine. She's not subscribed to this channel, but at least not at the moment. I don't know if she ever will be or not, but a very good friend of mine. If you all want to ever check her out, I highly recommend that you all check her out. Mandi's Houseplant channel. She's a really awesome woman, and she has some really awesome plants. And the other person I got this from was a guy I saw on TV. He has his own show, Seth something or another, Seth Myers. But that's the name of this company's Night Provision. And there's that right there. You can see the LEDs. And if I had this on the seat post like it's actually supposed to be, I have a rubber band, actually a piece of rubber sealing, whatever you want to call it. That's supposed to go around that part right there. And it's supposed to go to that end, and where they're supposed to connect to it. But I did it this way instead for myself. And it is USB Type A rechargeable. You see right there. So I keep it like that, and it keeps it nice and safe from moisture and whatnot. And like I said, I've ridden in rain, ridden in flurries, snow, ice. You name the weather, I've been through it on this bicycle. The only time I actually haven't thoroughly ridden it is on snow and ice. It's been through snow and ice, light snow and ice. I haven't ridden through the whole thing. And I have a video that I tried and failed because that's not made for snow or ice. But that is my review of that part there. So Night Provision, you guys did an awesome job. Absolutely love this wireless brake light. And for this part here is the other type of brake light I was talking about. They do make several different other kinds. This is the first one I saw because this one here is actually the cheapest. And you're not going to get electrocuted or nothing like that. This is just a deal that activates the mechanism from right there, which is there's a plastic thing under there that activates that. And this is connected to this. And this was actually my previous bike. This bike belongs to my roommate because I gave it to my roommate. It's connected to this. And all I gotta do is go like that. So at a certain point, that's where it activates that. This puts the pressure onto that right there, and that's what puts the pressure to. Let's see if I can get that in there. And that plastic thing right there, the silicone, that's where the pressure point is. And it takes a really small button battery. And to see it in the dark, and that's what you get. It's noticeable, it really is. It's just not as bright and not as noticeable. So that's why I went with the Night Provision one for my other bicycle. Or not my other bicycle, but the bicycle that I decided to buy for myself to get this one to my roommate. Sadly, it hasn't been ridden since I gave it to my roommate, so kind of a waste, but what can I do? Well, thank you guys for checking out this video, and thank you for your interest in taking the time every day to watch this. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support, and love and peace till we next week. Cycling out.